All right. Well, good afternoon, guys. Boomy here for a Tuesday. Was it today Tuesday? Yeah, for a Tuesday lunch and learn. So I wanted to take time this afternoon for whomever could jump on, and I appreciate you guys jumping on because it's just it's last minute, and this is just like extra professional development for the team. I'm gonna have a time today where I answer any questions that you have. But what I wanted to go over, what I wanted to start with was making sure you all understood and got a DMO for yourselves. So, does anybody know what a DMO is? Unmute and tell me if you know what a DMO is. Nobody?
Daily operation.
Yeah, daily method of operation.
Duration.
Very good. A daily method of operation. And so I'm telling y'all, when people get into any business, be it network marketing or just business, and especially when they are new and don't know how to build that business yet, it's like, okay, what do I do? I mean, that's a valid question. People want to know, what do I do? I can clean my office. I can go print out some the confirm the what's it called, conference call schedule. I mean, there's a whole lot of things that you can do, but you got to make sure the things that you are doing are income producing activities. What's up, Barb?
How you doing?
So thanks for joining us. So with that, I want to make sure that our team has a solid DMO, a daily method of operation. These are the things that you know that, okay, these are the income producing activities that I should be doing every day to grow my business. And you can almost use it, you can use it as a checklist, and you can use it to help your people to be accountable as well. So I want us to go over this together. I posted, hold on, some more people coming in. I posted about this in the Health and Wealth Bit group on Facebook. So I'm want to share that just so you can see my screen. And I printed out, because I like having a hard copy, I printed out what I posted because I like to be able to check things off as I do them. Just having that, okay, paper where I can read it here in the physical, not just be on the phone, helps me to be much more effective. And if you all saw the binder that my mother created, where she had the sheets in plastic, the compensation, the getting started checklist, the getting started checklist, the conference call schedule, and now this would be something good for her to add as
Yes, I
well.
love I love that binder she made. I'm gonna get one myself. She
Oh,
had the
good.
memory jogger in
Absolutely.
there and everything. That was the bomb. That was the
Yeah.
bomb.
Yeah, I thought that
I
was a
really
good
like
idea.
that.
As she showed it to me, I'm
Yeah,
like, hey,
yeah,
show the team, let everybody see, because this would be a good idea to
yeah,
just have your binder
yeah.
to
Yes, a great
refer
idea.
to.
Mm, mm-hmm.
So let me guys go to hold on, let me pull up Facebook, and I'm gonna go into the group because I want to you all to look at this as I go through it. Uh-oh. Here we go. Here we go. Let me go back to share. Zoom. Okay. Can you all see the Facebook page?
Yes.
Okay. So no way. Okay. All right. So in the health and wealth Fit group. For those of you who are new, this is the group I've had on Facebook for since 2016. And so you may see some information of other businesses from the past in here, but I'm working on cleaning it up and putting things here about Travorium. But I have posted here and I pinned it to the top in the announcements, the Big Group Travorium Daily Method of Operation, DMO. So make sure you know what that stands for. You teach it to your team. This is going to help us to stay consistent, focus, and build momentum. So a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't know what to do, or they think they know what to do, and the things they're doing really aren't the best things to do. So no worries, just refer to our DMO here. So number one is to make 3 new connections. Now, the way this daily method of operation is, guys, it's in a way so people won't get overwhelmed. Sometimes when people start feeling overwhelmed because they got their job and they've got their kids and they've got, just home and just whatever, they feel like, oh, it's a lot they're obligated to. It kind of puts them on pause. So we want to at least give people enough where it's going to make a difference in their business, but not too much. Okay. So number one, who can anybody see what number one says? Can anybody see that? Is that too small?
Let's see.
Right here. 3, what?
It's too small for me to see.
Okay. So I'll read it. It says
3 new connections.
Yes.
It says 3 new connections.
Yes, 3. Hey, Erica. 3
Hey.
new connections. So your goal may be more than 3 connections, but let's just give people what's the basics you should be doing. Hey, connect with 3 people every day. So write down ABC, always be connecting. So somebody talked to me about the name of this industry we're in, network marketing, and the word connections. How does that relate together?
Connecting with people.
That's what networking is, right?
Yeah.
So I've been making references lately to my daughter's home care agency that we're starting, and it's business, y'all, is business. So when we were at the boot camp, they were saying, listen, you got to get out there in the streets. You got to network. You got to let people know what you're doing. Your top jobs are recruiting and sales. I said, oh, that sounds familiar. Recruiting and sales, recruiting and sales. And so there's this other guy we're talking to trying to get people to get his franchise in home care. And he said so many of his franchisees, they're scared to network. Here are home care business owners. They're scared to get out there and shake hands and kiss babies and meet and let people know. He brought this woman in from Alabama to help his home care agency franchisees to learn how to do business better and to get themselves out there. Guys, don't let the fear of other people, of talking to other people, making a new friend stop you from building your business. I don't care what business it is, be it Travorium or any other business, real estate, insurance. You got to ABC, always be connecting. So here says, get 3 new connections a day. If your business isn't growing, it's dying. If you aren't growing your connections, you're going to be stagnated. So sometimes people will say to you, oh, I don't have any people to talk to. Well, that's because they're not being intentional with meeting new people. There's 8 billion people in the world. If someone says to you that they don't have any people to talk to, it's because they're not meeting new people. They're just thinking about who they know. So as a business owner, it's not just about who you know now. That's who you start with. But you got to cultivate an audience, meet new people, and actually network. So connect with 3 new people every day. What does it say here? Social media, events, networking. It's easy to meet people on social media these days, but maybe you just want to look up a BNI meeting in your town, or maybe you want to see what's some networking event that Eventbrite has and get out there and meet people. You never know. So connect with 3 people every day.
Can I give an example, Boomy?
Please do.
I got the perfect example. A friend of my daughter's, we partnered together last week, and did a nonprofit, my nonprofit and hers. We gave out snacks to a homeless shelter for women and children. So we always talk about her, the joke around, us personally within the family. We call her gloomy gal. She's a mortician, and every time you look up, she is at something gloomy. She at somebody funeral. She at somebody
Oh,
uh
wow.
will reading. Everything she do has to do with death. She's being honored in all of these avenues that really I didn't even know existed, and I consider myself very well knowledge in areas about what's going on.
Mhm.
But it's so many avenues that have to do with death and dying and mortician world. And she's always at an event, posting an event. She stays connected and networking to what's in her field, which connects with she's always having so many events to do for her nonprofit business as well. So you sometimes, if you're not the social media person, like Boomy said 2 weeks ago, if you don't want to be on social media, you have to get out there and start moving and shaking in the world. Then you got to do you're gonna have to move and shake.
I
And
love
you're
it. Move
right.
and
And
shake.
you know,
Write that down.
Wow,
and
that
let me,
is so
yep, yep.
true.
Yeah. And let me say this too, Erica. Even though she's in a gloomy business, believe it or not, they are happy people. I used to work at a cemetery over here, a black cemetery. There are happy people in there, and those people are on the move. They
Oh yeah.
got a lot of business
Yeah,
coming
and
through
she
there.
is. She's the happiest person I've
Yes,
ever seen
yes,
before. She's all,
yes.
when we got to the to with the women, she jumped on the stage. Hey, we here! Like she owns the
Mm-hmm,
room, and no
Mhm.
matter what
mm-hmm,
situation she's in, so she's a
mm-hmm,
great networker.
Yes. Thank you for sharing
mm-hmm,
that, Erica.
mm-hmm.
And guys,
You're welcome.
Yeah.
what you got to understand that happens to so many people is because we only paid 350, most people don't
Mhm.
treat it like this mortician is treating her business. Now she probably paid tens of thousands of dollars in getting started. She had to go to school and do all of that, so she gonna make
Mm-hmm.
sure she out there making this thing work. When people only pay 350, it's like, oh real it, you like, people don't move like they move like they paid 350, right? Which is, oh, I'm not going to be aggressive. I'm not going to get out there and meet people and network and let people know what I'm doing and own the room and understand that I have a business in the $10 trillion travel, entertainment, and lifestyle industry that is booming, that has been here for 2,000 years, that is going to be here where I'm gone. Like, you got to understand what you have a hold of and really treat it as if you paid $35,000, as if you mortgaged your house. Then you would be like Erica's friend. So that's the concept, the business concept, the self concept that we have to take it on. Be friendly, ask people about their life and interests and their travel dreams when you make those connections. No hard selling, just building relationships. So this goes a long way. I know a lot of times people are like, oh, I got to get my three. And then they kind of want to pounce on people and throw up on them. But when you're just making connections, you just want to be in tune to a person's favorite station. Y'all know what a person's favorite station is?
Favorite station. Something they watch or listen to.
Their favorite station is, I believe
Themselves,
it's, say it, Dawn.
themselves.
Right, is W, I think IIFM, right? Like, what's in it for me? People
Oh,
want to
yeah.
know about their favorite thing is themselves. So you're not going just talking about you and talking your business, but you're asking them questions about them. That's how you're connecting with people in the beginning, being interested in them. Okay. So just asking them questions, being really genuinely interested in their kids. May hear about form, right? So family, occupation, recreation, and money. I think when Sarah P is talking about it, she used Lord as an acronym, and I forget what that stands for. But find out about their family, their what they do for a living, what they like to do when they're not working, how's the job's working out for him, just different things like that, just to build connections and relationships. And then you can always another time. So let's say if you meet a person while you're out at a networking event and you're really asking about them and finding the commonalities between you all. Oh, hey, look, let's connect on Facebook, right? So maybe you connect on Facebook. And then because Erica is teaching you how to show up powerfully on social media, they start seeing, like, you may not have even mentioned Travorium, but now you're connecting. And now they see that you're living a freedom-filled lifestyle. There's something that you've got a membership you're part of that's helping to save money, or just whatever it may be. Now that's when they see about Travorium, and you can still connect with them on Messenger or whatever, but you did not throw up on them about your business right from the beginning. Or maybe you piqued their interest. Like when I was at the home care agency boot camp, and people would say, oh, what do you do? Or how long have you been in business? And I would always say, oh, well, my primary business is in the $10 trillion travel, tourism, and lifestyle industry. And they're like, oh, what? Oh, I love to travel. So I didn't start ding, ding, ding. What I did was, oh, okay. Oh, let me get your information and let's connect, so we can network. I got that information. I didn't say nothing more about the travel, but I knew that was a prospect for me to follow back up with. So I didn't have to worry about them saying, oh man, she's just going to keep on talking to me about this thing or whatever. So number one, guys, how many new connections are you going to make a day?
3.
3. Okay. So this is part of your daily method of operation. Now on social media, who can tell me a way to meet people that you don't know? What's one way to meet people that you don't know on social media?
In groups.
Yep, that's
That's
what
what I
I'm
was
saying.
going to say, in groups.
Yep, go
Yeah, groups, yeah.
into groups. So the other day, I joined a couple of Black women travel groups, and one of the things I got from it was some great ideas and posts. I got so excited because when I looked at their rates, I was like, dang, one place was $9.95 a person for Punta Cana. It was all inclusive, but it was less days than hours. And I'm like, shoot, I'm paying $649 for 2 people. No, just 300 something for per person for more days. So, and it just lets you see what we have a hold of. So, yep, you can go into groups. That's one thing that you
Excuse me,
can
Boomy.
meet people. Hey, go ahead, Deborah.
Yeah, I was wondering what should I post in these groups, because I'm in a few of them myself, but not sure what to post, and not trying to, sound salesy, because some groups don't want you to, share your business or anything like that.
Right.
So I was trying
And
to
don't.
come up
And
with
don't.
something. Yeah, I
Don't.
don't. I
Observe.
don't. Yeah.
Observe. I'm
Right.
sorry, Boomy. I didn't mean to butt in. But just observe. You see how Boomy went in and just was looking and comparing. Just look around first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I've
And
been doing, but I'm like trying to find
I'm
a
gonna send you a
post.
video. I'm gonna send you a video from YouTube that'll
Fantastic.
show you. Just send me a text and I'll send you a video
Okay,
on how to use the
fantastic.
groups, because
Okay, great.
it's good over time. Maybe you can get known, you're adding value, you're always respecting, the group. But as
Right.
you connect with people, your thing is just to make connections. And then
Yes.
outside of the group, so you're going into the group to get into the sea of people, then you can always connect with individuals outside of the group. So there's definitely a method to that. And that's a great question. I'll send you a video on how to use those groups effectively.
Thank you so much,
You're
Boomy.
welcome. All right, let's move. So you're connecting. You always want to be expanding your circle and your reach. So next is follow-ups. What's the phrase that we say about follow-up?
There's a fortune
You're
in the
fortunate in
follow-up.
the follow-up.
Yes. Hey, Aunt. That's right.
Hello.
There's a fortune in the follow-up. It's just the fast follow-up. So follow up with 5 prospects. Okay. Previous conversations from past presentations. And there are several ways you can decide how you're going to follow up. Maybe you send a voice note. I like using voice notes because I like people to hear my voice, and actually what I'm saying to me is more personable. Maybe you just send a message, or maybe you send a quick video. That's good too, you know. In Messenger, you can do a 20-second quick video and send it to people. Keep it simple. Hey, name, just checking in. No, any questions from the info I shared? You can keep it simple like that. But follow up is so important. There are people that you probably got on the various Zooms from past weeks or whatever, and it's time for you to check in with them again and invite them to something new, see if they have any more questions, if they're open to, for you sending them another piece of content for them to look at or whatever. Okay, so number 2, you got 5
Well,
follow-ups. That's why
Bowman,
I
could I
want y'all to
share
use
something?
your go ahead, Anthony.
About 2 weeks ago, I was rushing into work, and I talked to my friend a couple times over the weekend. We were going back and forth, and it was maybe about a week process. And then I got to the point where I was getting nervous because I'm like, I think I'm being a little bit too pushy. So it was a Monday, and I wasn't going to call him. I was like, I'll try. Okay, I'm gonna give him a call, and I put him on the phone with you, and I was like, I don't even know if I should be doing this call. 10 minutes into the call, he signed up through Boomy, so I was just
Oh.
this was Rob Boomy, and
Okay.
and it was just me. I almost talked myself out of somebody who was super excited because I wasn't. I knew I didn't know where he was at, but in my head, I just started talking a little negative to myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'm going to make this call. I'm going to try, see where he's at. He was excited, ready to go, and he's been excited ever since. But I almost talked myself out of somebody else who was really ready for this opportunity because I almost did not follow up with him.
Mm. Awesome. So that's right. Follow up with everybody. Thank you for sharing that example. He was ready to go when Anthony got me on the phone with him. Anthony, I thought like you knew that.
No,
Oh, wow.
I mean, once you started talking to him, I saw his language shifting, but we were going back and forth, and as close as me and Rob really haven't talked to each other in 30 years since we were in
Mm,
college.
mm.
So I didn't know.
Awesome. Well, there you go, guys. You got to follow up. And for me, like my follow up game is not effective if I'm just going by who's in my head or even scrolling through my phone just to see who I've texted. I got to use the prospect list. So that's what I'm saying. You got to get the names out of your head and onto the paper. And this is going to help you to be so much more effective in your follow up. And it just follow up with 5 people a day, real quick. All right. Next. 5 pieces of content. Some of you all are on the journey of getting over those fears and posting content on social media. Y'all know there's 3 billion people on Facebook alone. Social media, I mean, it's where people are these days. So it's nothing you have to do, but you got to market. Why not be on social media? So 5 pieces of content to educate, inspire, and attract. Educate, inspire, and attract. Can somebody talk to me about like showing up to do these things? Because we talk about not being salesy. So people's like, oh, well, they just feel naturally is like, oh, join me and sign up for my business. And this is so great. But talk about showing up to do these 3 things and why it's important.
Hey, Boomy.
Hey, Dawn, go ahead.
Yes. One is what you all always talk about, the KLT factor. It helps people to know, like, and trust you. If they see you are
Mm-hmm.
consistent every day and what you are, sharing. And then it's also the value that you bring to them, to their lives. So it doesn't it could be business, you know, like you said, educate, inspire, attract. It could be your personal life. It could be things you overcome. It could be about your business. So just everyday stuff about yourself is adding value to someone else's life.
Absolutely. And so this is, you want to ask these questions, because if you don't know what to post, like what can I share to help to educate people? What can I say to inspire? What can I post that would magnetize more people to come to me? Y'all, and these days you don't got to think. You can just use ChatGPT. You get on ChatGPT. I am stuck thinking about what to post. I want something to help me to educate my audience in the lane of experiencing a freedom-filled life. Please create a short post that will allow people to feel inspired and attract more people to me. I mean, literally, you just type that out in Chat GPT will give you something, or you can ask them to give you 10 examples or 5 examples or whatever it may be. You can ask Chat GPT to create a lifestyle post for you. You can a post to give value, a post for engagement. Like, you don't have to sit there and struggle anymore, guys. AI, allow AI to be your friend. So every day you can do a lifestyle post, show travel, show family, show fun, talk about the residual income benefits, a value post, maybe a travel hack. You may say, I don't know any travel hacks. Somebody tell me, how can you get a travel hack if you don't know any?
It's Chat GPT.
Thank you. A travel hack, something on personal development, a mindset tip, an engagement post. Ask a question. You like the leg or the flat, the drumstick or the flat? Like, I mean, those are those kind of questions that people weigh in on. The other day, I was asking about your favorite flavor of ice cream. That just came to my mind. A fun topic to spark conversation. Share a testimonial, your story or someone else's Travorium success. Erica told you all about saving that 20% on the pizza for her son who orders Papa John all the time. She talked to us about, what was those tickets, Erica, for some rodeo or something?
The rodeo in Houston, yeah.
So sometimes y'all seem scared to share other people's testimonies, like, this is what you're supposed to be doing. Erica's not going to say, how dare you talk about me saving money at Papa John. It does not work that way, y'all. Every time you hear somebody share a savings, you heard people saving on perfume, on tires, on cell phones, on their trip, all of that. You should have posts for days. And you may not want to put all that on your wall. You can put it in your stories. You know what I'm saying? So,
and let me know if you don't know how to make a story.
She got
Y'all have to take it.
Are we just talking about social media?
Say it again.
Are we just talking about social media?
Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead, Erica.
Can I say something?
Yeah, I think Erica was saying something. Let her finish.
No, I was just saying, if you don't know how to make a story, that's the reason why you need to be in that other group we have on WhatsApp, because we learn how to do all of that stuff in there. The little the tips that Boomy is giving today, that she's just skimming through and showing you. We go into more details in the Let's Be Social chat. So that's just my plug for that.
Thank you, Erica.
Okay, Miss Erica, this is Deborah. When is your next class?
I'll let you guys know in the group.
Sounds great. Thanks.
Okay.
All right. So there should always be testimonials you can share, and one business call to action where you can invite someone to the webinar. Remember, we don't post on our wall the links and the passwords or any of that. But what I do, I've done this for years. I would go live saying, "Oh, I'm so excited! We're about to have a Zoom tonight at 8 p.m." and I would promote it through a live. So however you want to do that, but It's like, hey, if you want the link, you never put out the link. If you want the link, hit me up or whatever. And I've gotten some people who say, oh, I want to know about that. Yo, I want to be on. Send me the link. So a business call to action. So again, print this out. So keep it on your desk so you don't have to think about, oh my God, I don't know what to do. It's all right here. This is your DMO. And it's the formula is 3-5-5-5-3. Okay. So 3 connections, 5 follow-ups, 5 pieces of content, 5 reach outs. And guys, I know at least on the iPhone, you can schedule posts ahead of time. So for your wall, I don't think you can do that with stories and reels, but you can schedule posts ahead of time. So you may not say, oh, I don't have time to go back to Facebook 5 times a day or whatever. So you may take time one day and then schedule, your posts ahead of time. I know I can do that on my phone, and then it'll just post out at whatever time you said to schedule it. So, okay, so let's talk about reach out and invites. Personally invite 5 people to a webinar, Zoom, or presentation. So I think it was either Mo or Anthony who said, I think it was one of them yesterday, like, show the plan, show the plan, show the plan. He who shows the plan most wins. But it doesn't have to be you showing the plan, right? Your job is to be a good inviter, and you're inviting people to take a look at the plan. So we know we have the live Zooms for our team for prospects on Wednesday and Thursday, but you should also know by now how you can go to learnthistraining.com and look at the schedule and see the corporate Zooms that you can invite people to, and also know that recordings work as well. So maybe they can't get on the live. It just doesn't fit on their schedule. Find out when their schedule is and get them to watch the recording when they say that they have time. Okay. Use curiosity-driven messages. Hey, Shirley, have you ever thought about getting paid to travel? Let's chat. So ChatGPT made that up. You may want to phrase it somewhere different, but the thing is, you just want to have something short, like where, and Cynthia's pitching scripts, I discovered a way. Remember, she gives us all those, hey, I discovered a way to make daily pay from the $10 trillion travel and entertainment industry. If I shared with you a short video, would you take a look at it, or whatever it may be for you? But I discovered a way, and then that's something short. So use curiosity-driven messages to reach out. So think about how many people that you want to reach out to a day, 5 being the minimum. Okay. Now, and then the final 3 personal development activities. What are some of the things that you all do for personal development?
Watch videos on YouTube.
Okay, what else?
You read books?
Reading.
Reading.
Read books. For me, I like Myron Golden, so I listen to him a lot.
Okay, good one. Anybody else do personal development?
Yeah, I do Kingdom Seekers and also Jack Canfield's Success Principles.
How do you use it? What do you do?
Kingdom Seekers gets me on the mind of going through Proverbs. Am I being wise today? And they also have a commentary that goes along with it. And it's just how I relate to people. And Success Principles are take 100% responsibility, follow up, ask questions. There's like 60 some odd success principles. So just a few of those a day to practice with.
Gotcha. So, okay. So that's kind of what I was looking for. So she used the P word, practice. What I just want to make sure is you understand that words don't teach. It's experience that teaches. So as you listen, when you can, at least some of the time, make sure you're writing so that you can go back and actually do and apply. So like when Charlene put out the Miles Monroe affirmation information affirmation video, what I made sure that I did was I listened to it and I wrote down like 3 pages of different notes and things that he was talking about. So that's good, right? But me just listening to it doesn't do anything for me. I've got to do the work. So I got to stand in front of the mirror, and then that's when I've got to increase my energy, my vibration by saying the affirmation, success runs through me naturally. Success runs through me naturally. I was designed for excellence. I was built for achievement. I was created for greatness. I can't just hear Miles just say it. I got to put it into my subconscious. You got to do the practice, do the work. So the listening is good, and that's a start. You want to take notes, or you want, if you can't take notes at the time, if they tell you something to say, repeat it, repeat it, repeat it. You got to make it actionable. So personal development, reading or listening 15 to 30 minutes a day. Practice, oh, that's the word right there. Practice affirmations and visualization. Okay? That's what Barb said. You got to practice what you are learning. Speak your goals into existence. Anybody have any comments about that? Erica, you came off camera. Did you want to say something? You muted out. Oh, there you go. Uh-oh. We still can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. What you just said about the Miles Monroe, how you into it and then you wrote it, that is just so true. That is literally how I passed nursing school. My daughter gave me a video. It's an hour lady, Nurse Arian. I'll never forget her. An hour long video, hour and 15-minute video. She broke the video down into sections every day. Once I graduated, before I took my state board, I would listen to it, pause it, write what she said. Listen to it, pause it, write what she said. I did that for like a week. Our nursing class started out with 21 people. We ended up with 10. I was the one of the 3 who passed our boards on the first try.
Wow.
And it was me and 2 of the ladies that I studied with that we all did the same thing, that you have to write it down. And I'm going to make a reel of my journals from when I met Boomy in 2013. It was literally a little bit after I met her. She had a class, and I went through that journal. And I go through that journal every now and then because it still amazes me of how many things that I wrote back then that has actually happened. When I moved from from Michigan to Texas, it was from something that I wrote um in one of a training from Boomy. Though I literally wrote out the house I wanted to live in, how much distance I wanted to stay from my mother when I moved here. I did all of that. That was in 2013, and I didn't move here to 2015. And it didn't even dawn on me when I moved here that I had actually got what I asked for. It didn't dawn on me, I think, till maybe 2016 when I went back and looked in my journals. That's why I don't throw any journals away. I don't throw any journals away. I don't care if the page is falling out of them. I tape them back together because that's when I realized that, oh, wow, I asked for this in 2013. And so that brings me to another fact. We have to remember that, and Boomy says it all the time, sometimes we are getting what we asked for years ago. You have to start and that's why it's good to write those things down. Thoughts that you want, I don't care how big or small, write them down. You never know when you're going to get those in the future.
Absolutely. There's a law of pen and paper. There's permanence to things when you write it down, guys. Just and Bob Proctor always said this: writing causes thinking. So he would teach people to write their goal out 100 times a day, literally. You're talking about there's so much in our subconscious now that we need to uproot, but we got to replace it with the good stuff. So that's why it's like you just got to keep writing and writing. That's what's going to cause it to take root inside of you. So that writing is powerful. So these are things that we should be doing every day, because you can do the work, but mindset literally is where it all starts. We got to have both of it together. So success is 96 to 98% mindset. And of course, we've got to do the work as well. So remember, the personal development is so key to your network marketing business. Make sure as you bring people in that you're teaching this to them, that they have personal development that they're doing. So reading, affirming, visualizing, and then guys, our health is our greatest wealth. So I'm excited because I've been exercising at home for like a week now. I'm back to doing my 7-minute YouTube exercise video, and you can start to perspire in 7 minutes. It works. So as we travel and things, we want to make sure that we are, healthy and flexible, and that we work on our strength and different things of that. So that's very important now as well. So bonus, recognize and celebrate team wins, rank ups, new members, and successes. Oh, that's another way y'all are missing out, guys. When people, like when Barb ranks up, why not y'all own that and talk about that? Like, oh, our team was making moves. It don't matter whether you respond to Barb or not, or whether she's a downline cross. It don't matter. She's part of your team. People want to join people who are moving and winning teams. You got to show your team winning. So all the frames we show of people when they come on that we welcome them with, you can use that. Anybody ranking up to platinum director, getting their 3, use that. People ranking up or whatever, use that. So recognize and celebrate. I mean, Anthony has a home presentation, things happen. Think of a way that you can post about that, right? No, you're not, you don't have to say, oh, he's not on my team, but no, you're just talking. This is what our team is doing. Our team is moving and shaking. Our team is winning. Our team is serious. Our team is moving forward. We're not playing. We got gold. You know what I'm saying? This is the energy you want to show on your team, about your team. So success formula: consistency beats intensity. Dawn posted about that the other day. Dawn, what was that post that you said? You remember about consistency?
Let me see real quick.
It was right here in the big group, if I can find it after we finish this. But it was something about, it was so good. So while she's finding that, focus on income producing activities. Like Erica was saying, you need to clean your office. That's great, because we need that clarity, but that's not an income producing activity. So that's, you're not going to do that every day. You want to get that done so you can focus and function better, but just know that's not income producing.
Where is this list right here that we're looking at?
The Health and Wealth Big Group on Facebook.
Okay. I don't think I'm in that group.
Oh, okay. I will send you the link.
Okay.
So the post was, success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently.
That's nice.
I'd say it again, Dawn.
Oop. Sorry. I went off the screen here. Wait a minute. Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently.
Yeah. Just let that speak to you, and you got to teach that to your people. It ain't about showing up every now and then doing a little something. It's about consistency. Success in business is about what does Jim Rohn say? Like the daily disciplines repeated over time. Right? That's where it comes from.
Hey, Boomy.
Hey, go ahead, Dawn.
I just wanted to go back real quick to, what we were sharing about, things that we speak and things that we write down. And it's also really important for us to consider the things like a lot of times we'll focus on, oh yeah, you gotta have to say the affirmations, say the positive things, but people can just get into saying things that they really don't want to see in their life. Like, don't say, oh, my head is hurting, it's killing me. Don't
Right.
stuff like that, or I'm so sick and tired. Are you sick and tired because you saying you sick and tired? So we just have to, not just think about and consider the things that we say, the positive things, but that, life and death is in the power of the tongue either way. And that, whatever you speak, you're going to get the fruit of it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Ooh, whatever you speak, I like that.
That's right.
Whatever you speak, you get the fruit of it. Oh.
That reminds me, we were talking the other day about cancel, cancel,
Mm.
cancel. When you say those negative things, up, you gotta catch yourself and look, cancel it out and pick a new and better thought. Choose new and better words. And that's another thing that Miles Monroe was saying on there. He said, instead of saying, I'm trying to succeed, you say success flows through me naturally. Don't just say, oh, I can do this. And that's not negative, but say, I am designed for excellence. I am built for achievement. I am created for greatness. He says each syllable is laying down new neural pathways in your brain. When your mind says, I'm not ready, say, I am growing into my potential with every moment. I'm growing into my potential with every moment. You may feel like, oh,
Boomy.
I'm not ready to
Excuse
do the
me.
presentation, but I'm growing
Excuse me.
into my potential with every moment. I'm sorry, go ahead, Deborah.
Is that a video you watched?
Yeah, Charlene Brown posted it in the um chat when I was in Hawaii, so a couple weeks ago. I can share it again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you so
Because
If
much,
you could just
dear.
go to the links, go in there to media docs and links, and you'll see Miles Monroe's face. It'll be under the link.
Malboro. Okay.
Mhm.
Great.
can
Great,
I
great,
say
great.
something? Hmm.
Sure. Go ahead, Nora. Hey, Nora.
Hi everyone. I'm at work, but we are what we say. Just like you say, when we say those things, we have to say positive things that would get in our spirit,
Mm-hmm.
so we would know who we are. I am an ambassador. I
Yes.
am a what you call it, the first what is it, the first,
Platinum director.
yeah, platinum director. Say what you want to be, and when you say it, believe it in your heart that you already have it.
Mm-hmm.
And it works. It works. It may not come today, it may not come tomorrow, but somewhere down that line you're going to receive it. Why? Because you spoke it by faith. And see, God moves on our faith. When he see
Mm-hmm.
a person that is speaking faith, he got to run and answer them. So everything that you do is not in vain. Just keep speaking it. Just keep speaking it. And just trust in God, believing, knowing that he's going to answer it in time, in his time.
Amen.
Amen.
That's a
Mm.
great word to
Amen.
add on, because you can't plant the
Amen.
seeds and not reap the harvest. You every time you speak that word, you are planting those seeds.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
thank you, Nora, for
You're
Thank you
welcome,
for
sharing.
Boomy.
sharing that.
You're welcome.
Yes, yes. All right, guys. Well, this daily method of operation is in the health and wealth bit group. If you are not, I think everybody should be post, because I often share things from this into the WhatsApp chat, and I did yesterday. So if you just click on it, it should take you right into here. I'll share it again, and it should take
Yeah,
you
I think
into.
I'm in. I didn't see it. But yeah,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
in the group. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 So, all right, guys. Well, thank you for attending this lunch and learn. Again, my disclaimer, sometimes I don't know my schedule, but I wake up in the morning, I just feel inspired. I'm like, oh, I need to do that today. I have time. I'm gonna make that happen. So when you can make it, great. When you can't, no problem. This one is recorded, so I will get it out. Because thank you guys for all the value that you all added. I always say this ain't just the Boomy Show. We all know a lot. We all have things from experience or even our questions that can help other people. So I love it when you all add value as well. So let's just make sure we put this DMO to practice and make sure with the new people that they are following a daily method of operation. Okay, guys?
Amen.
Thank
All
you
right.
so much, Boomy.
Thank you, Boomy.
Thank you.
Have a good day,
Thank you,
Thank you.
Boomy.
everybody.
Have a
Thank
good
you
Thank
so
day.
you.
much.
See you all. See
Have a
ya. Have a
great
great
You,
day,
day.
guys.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
thank you.
See you guys.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Boomy, for
Boomy.
hosting. And if you can check my messages, this is from Raven.
All right. Hey, Raven, didn't know you were on. Okay, sure. I'll check it.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Bye bye.